Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Baitman TV. Do me a favor before I get this video underway. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also click the bell to get notifications. That way your phone goes off every time I upload a video. And be sure to like and share to your friends. This video is the top 10 casting reels of 2017. There's a few surprises in there. This list is based off sales through our website, tacklefreaks.com. If you haven't logged on there, make sure you get on there for all your tackle needs. Number 10 on this list is a heavy duty reel, and I know the swim bait, the muskie fishermen, and even bass fishermen are really excited about this reel. It really caught me off guard how well this reel sells. This is the SHIMANO TRANX. The TRANX is a big beefy reel built for throwing heavy baits, big line. And that's why the swim bait fishermen really like this reel. And even the guys like me who love a 10XD, a Z-Boss 25, a big deep crankbait. The 300 size comes in a 5-to-1 and a 7-to-1 ratio. The 7-to-1 has a power handle. The 5-to-1 has the dual handle right here. That is the SHIMANO TRANX. It holds a ton of line, almost holds 200 yards, a 12-pound test. If you want to get big baits out really far and have a lot of winching power, this right here is the reel for you. Number 9 on my list is one of my favorite colored reels out there. You know, I'm a Tennessee Volunteers fan. Unfortunately, you can go ahead and make the jokes. Oh, I think we did find a coach. But long story short, this is the LEWS MACH Crush. And what makes this reel really popular is these huge oversized wind grip knobs. Plus the orange and black accents make it look really cool. It's a 10 ball bearing system. Your drag control here on the side. Super smooth reel. This reel holds about 120 yards of 12-pound test, so it's got a medium-sized spool. The one knock on this reel is it only comes in a 7:5 ratio. However, it does come in right and left-hand models. But if you want a good-looking reel that really puts some eyes on your setup, the MACH Crush is the way to go. Number 8 on the list is a great price point reel by 13 Fishing. This is the 1-3 Origin A, and you can always tell this reel on the shelf because of the white knobs on the handle. It has the sweet Origin logo on the side. Super smooth 7-ball bearing system. This thing has a 13-pound match drag and weighs in at 7.2 ounces. Not the lightest reel, but it's $79.99. It's definitely a bargain. Sell a ton of these, available in right and left-handed. Only downfall is only in 2 ratios, 6:6 or 8-to-1. Number 7 is a relatively new reel from a company that's been around for a long time, and that's GARCIA and the new REVOX, and it retails at $99.99. Been selling a ton of these. One thing that's really awesome about the REVOX is this spool will hold 145 yards of 12-pound test line, which is really good at that price point. It's a heavier reel, weighs almost 8 ounces, but you have a really big handle on it. It has these really grippy knobs on the handle, which I really like. And I've thrown these Revos for a long time. I'm a Shimano guy, but the Revos, they're good reels. It's kind of a workhorse reel. It doesn't do one thing fantastic. It just does everything good. And that's about all you can really ask in a reel. Been selling these really well. 8-ball bearings in this, super smooth, and this is a really good long distance casting reel. Number 6 is another reel from LEWS. This is my favorite LEWS reels they make, and that is the BB1 Pro. This one was totally redesigned for 2017. No more flat knobs. It has these EVA foam style round knobs. If you're a big crankbait fisherman, this is the reel for it. If you like to throw swim baits, but you don't want something like the TRANX that you can use with conventional fishing tackle, this is a great reel. It has a really deep, wide spool. 11 ball bearings in this. Very lightweight. This reel holds 140 yards, a 12-pound test. So if you're slinging 10XDs, 8XDs, you can get them way out there. Now number 5 is the most expensive reel on this list. It would go up higher, but the price has it pushed back due to it doesn't sell as many as the others. But the guys that want this METANTUM MGL, they will spend the money. This is one of the lightest bait casting reels on the market. Let's be honest, chrome is really sexy. It has an awesome finish to it. It's got the MGL gearing in it. It makes it super smooth. And what that gearing does, it makes the teeth on the gears really small, so there's less gap in between. And man, oh man, this is just buttery smooth. METANTUM is pretty light. The spool here, it'll hold 120 yards of 10-pound test. So another downfall of the METANTUM, it doesn't have the big spool capacity that other reels do, but it's super light, and if you love fishing bottom contact baits, I really like the METANTUM because you can feel bites in the reel. Number 4 on this list is our first entry from DAIWA. This reel came out this year at the Bassmaster Classic. All the DAIWA fans really wanted to see the SV system they're famous for in their TATULA reel, and this is the DAIWA TATULA SV-TW. It has the T-wing that the TATULA series is famous for, and the SV system, which makes this reel super smooth, great for skipping, flipping, pitching. It's really hard to backlash. They're very lightweight and come in at $199.99, so the price on these is really good for what you get. Great for guys with smaller hands. The one downside when you buy the SV reels is the spool capacity. You can only put about 100 yards of 12-pound test line on this. If you go to 14, it's like 90. One way to get around that is you can go up to run braid to fluorocarbon leader, so you can get the strength in the braid and a lot more casting distance due to the smaller diameter. Now it's time to break in the top 3, and what better reel than number 3, the LEWS LFS Speed Spool, $99.99. Great price point and one of the best pound for pound reels on the market. Sell a ton of these, and one reason is this is a 10-ball bearing reel at $99.99. Aluminum spool, magnetic brake system over here, very easy to operate. If you want a great reel that casts good, has great drag, and relatively lightweight, the LEWS LFS Speed Spool is the way to go. Ratios from 5-to-1 all the way up to your high speed 7-to-1, right and left handed. Very popular. Make sure you check these out on TackleFreaks.com. Alright, this is number 2 on the list. This is one of my favorite reels on the market. Price point of $129.99. This is the DAIWA TATULA CT. I can't say enough about this reel. It's got a deeper spool than the SV TATULA. It's a great price point where it's not going to break a lot of guys' budgets. This is a really long casting reel. This reel will actually hold 120 yards of 14-pound test line. It has 7 ball bearings plus 1 roller bearing, so giving it a total of 8 bearings. It only weighs 7.4 ounces. It actually feels lighter than that. And it has a 13.2 pound drag, which is going to get you by with any kind of fishing you want to do. What's awesome about this reel is they go from a 5-to-1 all the way up to 8-to-3 high speed ratio. Very awesome reel. One of the best sellers on TackleFreaks.com. Matter of fact, number 2. Now let's get it number 1. Number 1 should be no surprise to guys that follow the fishing reel game, and that is the new SHIMANO Corrado K. Now, if you're like me, you remember the old school green Corrados that everybody and their brother had. They used to be $99.99, and they lasted forever. I mean, I've still got a few, and they are built like tanks. And I see nothing that's going to hold this Corrado K back from being the same way. Super smooth. Has the micro module gearing, just like the METANTUM, just like the Chronarch MGL, at the price of $179.99. Super smooth. It was really hard getting these reels. There's no telling how many would have sold had they been available right at ICAST, but they come in at September. But we got right and left hand models available and shipping every day on TackleFreaks.com. This is your number 1 casting reel 2017. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to hit that like button for me and share it to your friends. Put in the comment section a reel you think should be on this list as the best seller of 2017. This is just the list I get from running my sales report on TackleFreaks.com. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos.